Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss about stem modifications. So first we will start with underground stem modifications. So first let us see what are the features of these underground stem modifications. All underground stem modifications, they show a common characteristic feature, and those features are the stored food, they can store food, then they are organs of perennation, vegetative propagation and protection. So what is common? All will store food material. That is the common feature. Organs of perennation. Perennation means they can live for many years. We know perennial plants. So we can say similarly, perennation means they can live for many years, more than 2 years. Vegetative propagation. They all help in vegetative propagation. And they all are well protected from grazing herbivorous animals. So these are all the common features. Now let us see the different types. So there are 4 different types of underground stem modifications. First one is rhizome. A rhizome is one which can grow horizontally. It grows horizontally in the soil. Here axillary buds, they can help in vegetative propagation. You know the axillary and terminal buds. Axillary buds are those which are found in the axils of scale leaves or axils of leaves. Terminal buds are those which help in the longitudinal growth, and they are found at the tips of the main stem and the branches. So those are called as a terminal buds and axillary buds. So here axillary bud help in vegetative propagation, and terminal bud grows to a shoot. It forms an aerial shoot. So here we can see in the diagram the terminal bud. Wherever the aerial shoot is coming, that will be the terminal bud. And ginger propagates by these axillary buds. Like here we have the examples, 2 examples, ginger and turmeric. Now let's go to the second one, modifications, underground modification, that is corm. So the main difference between rhizome and corm is here corm grows vertically into the soil and it has a large apical bud. This is the apical bud, and here axillary bud will give rise to the daughter corms, and base of the corm will have many adventitious roots. Examples of corm are Amorphophallus, Colocasia. This is Zameen Kand, which is nothing but the Amorphophallus. Kandagadda, Telugulo manam Kandagadda antam. So that is the Zameen Kand. Next, third modification is stem tuber. Stem tuber grows at the tip of the underground branch. So here, as we have shown in the diagram, part of the main stem grows underground. This is the underground part of the stem, and this will give rise to the branches. The tips of the branches will store food material. So this tip, which is storing food material, that will form the tuber. So it is a underground step. This underground branch can also be called as a stolon, because it is growing horizontally, and this can be called as a stolon because it is coming out from a main stem. Now each tuber, if we observe, each tuber, it is covered by outer dead layer. This outer dead covering of a tuber is called as a periderm, which is impervious to water. That is, it does not allow any water to pass through, and it has nodes. Each node is referred to as an eye. Eye represents a node, and a node also will have a scar of scale leaf. Scar means a small mark of the scale leaf. So these eyes, which contain axillary buds, they also help in vegetative propagation. And here another important feature is no adventitious roots are present from the tuber. Tuber will not have any adventitious roots. It consists of nodes which are called as eyes. So So potato, that is Solanum tuberosum, that is the most common example of stem tuber. Now let's go to the last one, which is called as a bulb. So now the bulb has a reduced disc-like stem, discoid. Here we can see in the diagram, this is a reduced disc-like stem or a discoid stem, and its food is stored in this fleshy scale leaves. And we know scale leaves means they do not perform any photosynthesis. Scale leaves are non-green in color and covered by dry scale leaf. If you observe the onion is covered by a dry outer covering, that is also a scale leaf, and inner fleshy scale leaves. So these fleshy scale leaves, they store food material, and the outer covering is called as a tunic. And if you observe the base of the stem, there are many adventitious roots are formed, and here there is an apical bud, axillary buds are present. This apical bud will give rise to a long inflorescence stalk. This long inflorescence stalk is called as a scape, and at the tip, the type of inflorescence present here in the onion, this is called as a simple umbel. So all this information, detailed information, we find in the academy textbook. It will help the students, those who are willing to write even MSET also. That's why whatever topic we discuss by taking the NCERT information as well as academy information. So I want you to listen to it very carefully and try to understand. Now, axillary bud here will give rise to the daughter bulbs. That means it is helping in vegetative propagation. So with this we conclude the underground stem modifications. I hope it is very clear. Here I tried to cover the points given in both NCERT and as well as our Telugu Academy textbook. So many students I know will be willing to write the statewide exam, MSET exam. So all these information will be useful even for the MSET exam. In my subsequent videos, we are also going to discuss the various types of questions or patterns which we can expect in NEET, especially with reference to NEET and also in MSET. So here I conclude my video. Next video we are going to discuss the other type of modifications, stem modifications, called as aerial stem modifications. Thank you very much.